Hello and welcome to this hidden meaning breakdown analysis for the music video Higher Power by Coldplay. Just a few weeks back, we already got the official audio extraterrestrial transmission video, so I was really shocked today to see this official music video come out, and I was really excited about it. But before I get into the hidden meanings of this new music video, I want to touch on the one that came out before, the extraterrestrial transmission performance video, because I think that the hidden meaning in that one goes together with the hidden meanings that I'm going to talk about in this one today. Okay, so if you remember, they were performing in kind of a weird place during the extraterrestrial transmissions video. They were performing in front of open, empty shipping containers. I mean, Coldplay are a rock band, and they're one of the most famous bands in the world, so they can perform wherever they want to. Why would they choose to perform in front of open, empty shipping containers? It's weird, right? Well, what I realized is that it was a metaphor for the state of mind they wanted us to get in as we were listening to their song. Oftentimes in spirituality, we're called to be like empty vessels, because if we have too much ego, too much thought activity going on, then we can't get the transmissions of a higher power down into us. We can't like do the good works of a higher power if we're too full up of ourselves, if you know what I mean. And this video that came out today, I think kind of demonstrates this in other ways. All right, so let's get into it. The first thing that we see is we see Chris Martin, and he's walking through this what looks like kind of dystopian future world or alien world. The one thing I want to note really quickly is that we might be able to decipher what some of these signs say in the music video, and if you're a super genius and you can figure out what one of these say, like, that would be so amazing. I will pin your comment for sure. But the Rosetta Stone for this, the way we could kind of decode it, is that these symbols here spell out higher power. So you'll know that those letters, like you can see that the E and the R at the end are the same. So that's definitely just, a lot of these signs could be just English words that have been rewritten in this like new alien language code. Chris Martin looks like he's kind of disoriented, and even though he's supposed to be in the far future or an alien world or something, it made me think about the days that we're living in now. Like, I mean, it's not so much different from 2021, especially with the events around the world in the past year or so. A lot of us are feeling a bit shook up, you know. It looks like Chris is kind of like glitching out there as he's walking, and I know that we've all felt pretty weird for a while. So after that, what happens? What makes him filled with this electricity? Like, what is the higher power? And is this a real thing? Like, can we access it? And I think that Chris Martin is literally saying, yes, we can. And he's going to show us how. A lot of times when people see anything having to do with the eye in a music video, the general consensus of a lot of people is that it's the Illuminati, and that the Illuminati are like, you know, witches or sold their soul to the devil or something like that. And I'm not one that shares that view at all. But so did he sell his soul to the devil? Matthew 6:22 in the King James Version says, "The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light." What could that mean if thy eye be single? Well, this is important to know because, I mean, Jesus said it. So what could he be meaning there? I think that the idea of an eye being single is single-pointedness in mind. Basically, instead of worrying about the future or worrying about the past and ruminating about the past, we're focused on just one thing. And in this case, we're focused on this energy inside of our body. It's basically describing meditation here. And we know this because after this, Chris's body is filled by all of these like futuristic or evolved or alien beings, and he's full of light, just like the quote. Also at this time, the rest of the band members are also filled with this light, symbolizing that they've also reached this higher level of consciousness by going through the eye, which is a symbolic eye. The eye is symbolic of having this singleness of mental clarity, this mental focus, this meditation. Or, like was demonstrated in the previous video, being completely empty. I think having like singular focus and having an empty mind are like two ways of saying the same thing, basically. Because the person in either case is going to be free of their individual ego. The next thing we see happen is we see these alien beings start to ascend up to this like mothership. And as they ascend, they looked a lot to me like jellyfish. Did they look like jellyfish to you? When we look out to the sea, we might think like, how do these jellyfish even survive? They don't even have brains, you know, like how are they taken care of? There's another Jesus quote. So this is Matthew 6:26. Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Basically, animals are taken care of because they are egoless. Humans are beyond animals, but yet we're worried about everything. But if we can get past that and evolve into the next state of being so that we regain that like kingdom of heaven again, we can be once again like animals that are taken care of by a higher power. One last Jesus quote, John 10:10. I am come that they may have life and more of it, and may have it more abundantly. I don't think it can be any clearer than in this music video, as he's receiving the higher power and he's running 1,000,000 miles an hour. He's demonstrating that we can live a more fruitful life if we're connected to God's energy directly. And the way to do that is to have that emptiness of mind. Relinquish your ego, relinquish your thoughts, live connected to your own body, to your own energy, and you will be filled with divine inspiration that you never even knew existed. And your life will become magical, just as this video changed from being this dystopia to this utopia. The same thing is possible in real life. And that's beyond magic, guys. That's true spirituality. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. And leave a thumbs up and leave a comment. You can just let me know if you like this, if you didn't like it, if you think I'm way off base, or like I said at the beginning, you can tell me if you can translate that alien language, any of the words in this music video. It's too late here, it's like 3 a.m. where I live, so I can't do it right now, but I'd love to see if any of you can. So thanks so much, see you next time.